Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna play with some new makeup as well as create a everyday eye look using the new Chanel Lumiere at Opulence quad. You guys, I am so in love with this and I just kind of wanted to show you a more day-to-day look with this beautiful, gorgeous quad. I also picked up the new Victoria Beckham lippies. I'm so excited to share these new lip products with you. I thought what we would do today, you guys, put on a full face of makeup using mostly new stuff, and some of it's new to me. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this look, playing with some new makeup, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's play with a little new makeup. I'm so excited because I finally got to try the Colorscience Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy SPF 35. So Octoly gifted this to me, as well as Colorscience, and I was so excited, you guys, because I have wanted to purchase this forever. And guess what? It is as good as everybody says it is. So it comes out with this little lovely cooling wand. It is a peach colored kind of corrector, and I think maybe that was what was kind of turning me off a little bit. But you guys, I am loving this. So basically, I am not someone who loves concealer, but I need some to cancel out my dark circles. And what I'm finding is you guys, this is like this lovely concealer corrector that feels very moisturizing underneath the eyes, and it just cancels out my bags and those dark circles. And I just have been loving it. It's just super moisturizing, and I kind of just bring it all the way up onto my lids. Now I am also loving this because yes, it has that SPF, and I usually, when I use my other SPF all over my face, I do bring it up underneath my eyes. But because your eyes can be super sensitive, getting a sunscreen in your eyes cannot be a good thing. So I really love this applicator. It just depuffs the eyes, but look at what a difference. Like literally, I just feel like that brightened up underneath my eyes. I am really enjoying that, and I can't express to you enough that the feeling of this is very moisturizing. So to me, this really is a treatment for underneath my eyes. And you guys, this does exactly what it says it does. It's going to depuff your eyes. It's going to brighten up under your eyes. It's gonna provide you with 35 SPF sunscreen underneath this delicate eye area. And you know what? That is an area where I have gotten burned before if I don't wear my sunglasses. So it's kind of like a little insurance policy. It also does reduce the puffiness because of that applicator. It does prime and smooth your eyes, exactly perfect for applying shadow. And again, you guys, I'm not someone who really primes my eyes. I tend to use whatever sort of concealer in my eyes just to cancel out the redness. So again, I love the peachy color. I cannot tell you how much I love this. There is definitely a hype about this, but now I get it. I want to go ahead and use the Ultra Latant Velvet. Again, I'm having some requests from some of you lovelies to kind of wear some of these foundations on camera, so I thought I would pull this one out. You guys, this was a surprise for me. I really love this. And again, this is geared more towards normal to oily skin types combo. I am dry, so one thing I did do is I've got my SPF and stuff, but I did put on the Dr. Barbara Sturm Glow Drops for a little extra hydration before applying this. But you guys, I've used it without, and I didn't find it to be I did not find this to be drying to my skin. So I'm gonna first shake the bottle up really well, and then I'm just going to take a few little drops. I am using this in shade 32. I believe that is beige rose or rose beige. And you guys, I do not find that to be too pink undertone. I kind of find it to be just a nice neutral, but it does counteract a little bit of my redness. And I'm gonna just use my fingertips to start out with, because I just find that these little Chanel do really well. It's really nice and thin, and you don't need a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of use this gently all over. Then after I get what I want with my fingertips, I take my IT Cosmetics little brush and I take the excess on my hand, and then I just kind of buff that in to the skin, using it usually in areas that need a little bit more, like my cheeks. Now this does have a little bit of that Chanel fragrance in there. Luckily, you guys, I think my skin has sort of repaired itself a bit. That has not been bothering my skin. Okay, here is my Ultra Velvet on my face. You guys, this one wears really well throughout the day. And another thing, because it's got some powders in it, I don't personally feel like I need to powder down. So again, I kind of like that one-stop shop. Let's play with the new beautiful Chanel. This is the Lumiere at Opulence, but today, you guys, I wanted to kind of do a little bit more of a subtle day-to-day look. The other day, I kind of put on a whole more of a glam look with this, or used all the colors. And today, I am contemplating either using just this combo, or maybe we'll use this and the khaki, just the two of them today, along with the highlighter on the eyes. So what I'm gonna do is give myself a little bit of a guideline by using a little bit of bronzer in my crease, okay? So you guys, I am seriously in love with that palette, and I kind of wanted to play with it again. And then I've got some Victoria Beckham that we're gonna use some of her lips. So I'm just kind of going in, I'm using my Chanel, this is the blender shader brush. I am going to go ahead and put this in my crease. Just a little bit of a flat sort of matte color. And I like to do that anyways, you guys. So that's gonna give me just a little bit of a shadow. And then we'll pull this guy out. So I'm in love with this color over here, you guys. It is just like a perfect day-to-day shade. So we're gonna put that one on my lids here. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm just, whoops, use the wrong. I'm just gonna place this pretty shade all over the lids. Just real subtle, you guys. Now I actually really like this just with that little bit of bronzer and then this shade. I just find this to be super pretty, you guys. And again, as you can see, it's got a little bit of lightness to it, but it's just not overly shimmery. I think that's what I would say is, I love those Tom Ford quads, but I do have to say there's a time and place for them, whereas this I find is wearable outside day to day. That's why I'm kind of obsessed. Okay. I think that, you know what, we used the khaki the other day, which I really do like, but I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of this brown today for a little bit more of a day-to-day look. So we're gonna take that brown shade over here. So we're gonna be using these two colors today. And I'm gonna just take this, I'm using my Rowan Everything Eye Brush. I like this because it's a little bit denser. And again, you guys, I'm just going on the outer V and just running that over there. Taking the excess and I'm just kind of running that up into that crease, just kind of blending them together. Wanted to go with just a slightly more lighter look today, so I am using that brown, but you guys, as you can see, it isn't too deep. I'm gonna blend this out. And then we are going to use the Khaki Intense eyeliner. I find this to be super neutral. So although I'm not using that khaki shade today, I'm going to bring a little bit of that green in by using this liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go in my tight line. I mean, in my waterline. Now you guys, you know how I get obsessed, like I fell in love with purple chalk? This might be my new one. I'm gonna go down into line my eyes with the khaki and the waterline. And again, you guys can skip this part if you do not wear eyeliner. You can just either take a little bit of the shadow and run that underneath your eyes, or use the eyeliner. I really like this because I find that it's softer than a, you know, traditional. It kind of gives you that little bit of a grungy, smoky eye, but without being like a bunch of black, if that makes sense. A little bit more forgiving on more mature eyes is what I would say. And I'm just actually kind of smudging this out with the other side. I'm not adding anything, I am just smudging. I'm gonna close my eyes, you guys. So I literally just used these two. And again, a more softer look. And we're gonna lighten it up just a little bit with that peach highlighter. Okay, you guys, I am gonna pop just a little bit of this guy. I'm gonna use my finger. And again, this is sort of like a really pretty creamy peach. And I'm gonna use this right in the center. Actually, we can pull it over a little bit to brighten up these eyes over here. And again, if this is too, you can go lighter than what I'm doing. I just thought that would be really pretty on the eyes. I'm gonna blend this out. So a little bit of a lighter look. And again, you guys, if you don't want to use the eyeliner, I feel like you could go even a little bit softer and more subtle. These do not, the payoff is amazing. But again, I feel like you're going to be able to play around with this. Someone was worried that they were super dark. And I am really finding them to be super, with a light hand, very, very versatile and wearable. I am gonna go put on some mascara, fix my brows, and then we'll finish up with some fun new goodies, especially playing with some Victoria Beckham lip products. I brought out my SURRATT little custom palette, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of contour on. We will use the new highlight again today just so you can see it, but we're just gonna sculpt a little bit of cheeks on here. Gonna contour, just put a little shadow underneath my chin. And actually, I used that Tom Ford bronzer, but you guys, this is a fantastic crease shade. I love that for just putting it in the crease. I'm gonna take a little mixture of these two blushes, and one is in Duchess and the other is in, I think it's called GUIMAIVE. Just gonna put a little bit on my cheeks. Are such beautiful, you guys. I still am absolutely in love with the SURRATT powder products. So pretty. Okay, I'm still gonna use this little fan just like this, and again, just a teeny bit. I am really enjoying this. I just find I really like this fleshy peach tone. Okay, let's put on some fun lips. I'm a little bit obsessed with Victoria Beckham. So I did pick up a couple of her lip liners as well as her BITTEN lip tint gel. Like, this is a really interesting formulation. So I'm gonna use that today. We're gonna decide which liner to use. So I picked it up in number 2, which is supposed to be a neutral beige for kind of light to medium lip tones. And I wanted to let me give you a little swatch of this. Now, I am really liking the formulation of these pencils. They sort of remind me a little bit of MAC, but a little bit creamier. But they're not too creamy, if you know what I mean. I kind of like a little bit of grip. I'm someone who likes a little bit of a drier pencil versus a creamy one. So you guys, this is in number 2, neutral beige brown. And this is Victoria Beckham's Perfect Natural Lip Tone. This is number 2. And then I got number 3. And this is like basically my favorite color. This is the pink mauve. And again, this is going to be for light to medium lip tones. They have 3 other ones. They have number 1 that's going to be for very pale lips. And then they go all the way up to medium lips and dark tones. So they have 6 different lip liners, ending up with chestnut for some more really deep, rich lip tones. And again, if you're gonna wear deep lipstick, really looks pretty, you guys. We'll use the number 2 kind of classic nudie beige brown, and I'm gonna just kind of slightly overline my upper lip and give you a little tone like that. Here is lip liner 2. Definitely leaning a little bit more on that brown tone, but still a really nice neutral. I'll take this off, we'll try number 3. Now we've got shade number 3, and this is gonna be more of that pinky color. And here is shade number 3. This is that pink mauve. And you guys know that's like my my go-to is into that realm, a little bit more on that pink mauve color. So then what we'll do is we are going to, we're gonna put on the BITTEN lip tint, and this is in Bisou. And you guys, this is a really interesting formula and I really like it. So if it comes out, I wanna see if you can see, I'm gonna swatch it for you, but it looks like it's almost like a magenta burgundy color. And it is a very sheer, I wanna show you this because I don't want you to be afraid of it, but it is a very sheer formulation. This is like a lip stain. So what Victoria said is that as we're getting older, we lose a little bit of rosiness in our lip color, and that basically everybody can use a little bit of that. So I am gonna put just a little bit of this on, and you'll see it's gonna come out a little darker. And the way that I like to is just apply a little bit off of the doe foot applicator, and then I like to go through with my fingers, and then I like to just kind of pat this on, you guys. It becomes like this really pretty stain. And this color to me also seems very fall. A little bit of a rosy, and again, you can kind of play up. I just find it to be not drying whatsoever. It's very liquidy, and again, it's like a little bit of a gel stain, but it doesn't have that, like at first I thought it might be more like a lip gloss, and what I'm finding is it's really gel. It's like a gel, and then it's gonna dry down, and I find it to be super pretty. Now, she also said that she sometimes uses this as blush. Here is the swatches. This is lip liner number 2, lip liner number 3, and then we've got that beautiful gel light color. You guys, is that pretty or what? So pretty. She also says she uses a little bit of on her cheeks. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead, we'll put a little bit of that on my cheeks as well. Use a little bit of this, and we'll just put a little bit of this gel, and we're gonna just kind of put that on the cheeks. I like that actually. Kind of in that rosy tone. And I just want to show you real quick. See how it kind of stained? I used what was on, but this is kind of where it stained my hand. So I really like that on the lips. I found that the longevity of this was really nice as well, as it really kind of stayed. Of course, if I ate something like with a lot of dressing or something like that, it's going to wear off. You're going to have to put that on. But between with the lip liner and that little lip stain, I found that it to be really a great combo, and I love this color. I think it's fantastic. This is this lightweight gel texture, but it also has hyaluronic acid and squalene. So you guys, that's what I'm saying. This is not drying to the lips whatever. And again, I really enjoy a nice little stain because I'm not someone who totally touches up throughout the day. So I kind of like having, just putting on a lip product and then being able to have some sort of wash of color on my lips so I don't look, you know, so I don't look so washed out. This is a universal translucent kind of rosy tone. And again, I built it up a little bit. You can just definitely dab it on and it won't be so dark. And I also filled in my lips with the lip liner. So you're seeing mine is a little bit deeper, but again, just a beautiful lip product. I have some more Victoria Beckham coming. I did buy that tweed eye palette that a lot of you was hoping that I would show on this channel, but I have actually really been enjoying her products. I think it's a beautiful launch. Everything has kind of that luxe feel to it, and so far I have not been disappointed with anything. Okay, you guys, this is the final look using some of these new products that I absolutely love. These are all in my rotation here, and you guys, again, the Chanel, I think it hit it out of the park. I am truly in love with this Colorscience Total Eye. This is like a game changer for me. I just really like the way that it feels underneath my eyes. I feel like it brightens, so definitely loving that. And then last but not least, loving Victoria Beckham. Can't wait to see what else she comes out with. And I hope you guys, I hope this was helpful, doing a little bit more of a everyday look with slight glam. Again, you could have left that highlighter out, but I am really enjoying that collection. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video.